everyone, so I'm going to discuss Maria Shelley or Maria Wollstonecraft Godwin. So Maria Shelley was born on Summertown, London in 1797. She was the second child of feminist, philosopher, educator, and writer Maria Wollstonecraft and the first child of philosopher, novelist, and journalist William Godwin. She was died on February 1, 1851 at age 53 in London, England. Shelley was an English novelist who wrote the Gothic novel Frankenstein on 1818, or the modern Prometheus, which is considered an early example of science and fictions. Frankenstein tells the story of Victor Frankenstein, a young scientist who created a sapient creature in an orthodox scientific experiment. So Shelley started writing the story when she was 18 and the first edition was published anonymously in London on January 1, 1880. When she was 20, her name first appeared in the second edition which was published in Paris in 1821. So let's discuss the story of Frankenstein. So Robert Walton writes a series of letters to his sister Margaret Saville and tells the story of how his polar expedition becomes trapped in ice and how one day he sees a gigantic figure in the distance. The next day, he takes on board a mysterious stranger, Victor Frankenstein. Victor takes over the narration and tells Walton a complex tale about his life history and how he became to be alone so near to the North Pole. As a child, Victor Frankenstein's life in Switzerland is safe and secure with the loving parents Alphonse and Caroline, and two younger brothers Ernest and William. Victor's charitable mother also gives home to a young orphan girl, Elizabeth Lavenza, and Victor grows particularly fond of her. Victor Victor shows an inquisitive nature, is particularly fascinated by anything scientific. Victor's mother falls ill and passes away. It is her dying wish that Victor and Elizabeth will one day marry. Victor attends the University of England in Germany, where he becomes fascinated by the creation of life. For 2 years, he pursues his ambition to create a man and bring him to life. During this time, he neglects his family and friends and makes himself ill. Victor hopes to create a perfect being, but in reality, the huge creature he produces is made up from pieces of various corpses he has taken from graveyards and mortuaries eventually. Victor succeeds in bringing this creation to life, but when he realizes how mysterious it is, he abandoned he abandoned it thinking it will die a natural death from neglect. Victor is very unwell, but it is nursed back to the health by his closest friend Henry Clerval. Together, the two go traveling to Italy just as they are about to return to the Victor's home. They receive the news that the youngest Frankenstein, Victor's infant brother William, has been killed tragically. The blame has fallen on Justin Martez, a trusted servant of the Frankenstein family, but Victor sees his creature near the sense of near the sense of the crime lit up by the lightning flashes. He realizes the truth about William's death, but also knows that nobody will believe in his fantastic story. The innocent Justin is tried and executed, so she and William become the first to fall victim to the Victor's ambition. A guilty Victor goes alone in the Alps where eventually he meets up with the monster. He is surprised to find that not only has the thing he made survive, but it also has the power of language. The monster tells a long story about he has secretly lived in Outlanding next to the Delese family, where, while following their lessons as they teach a foreign visitor. Their language, also learning about other subjects such as history, geography, religion, and culture. He repays the family by strictly doing many of their household chores. Harshly, he reveals himself to the family, but they are or they harshly He reveals himself to the family, but they are so horrified by his appearance that the monster goes on the run again. He finds similar treatment from everyone he meets and becomes lonely and isolated. The monster asks Victor to accept that he is responsible for his loneliness and misery, and to make him a faithful companion to be his partner through life. Victor agrees in a desperate attempt to save the rest of his family from the monster's revenge. Without telling him why, Victor journeys to Britain with Henry as his companion. The two separate and Victor goes to the remote Orkney Islands to carry out his promise of creating a companion for the monster. Although he begins the work, he suddenly realizes the consequences of his action and destroys his creation. The monster who has been following Victor all along is furious. He promised that on the night Victor marries, he will return out of fury and revenge. The monster murders Mary. A distraught Victor's return to Switzerland and Elizabeth. They are married and set out for their honeymoon. Remembering the monster threat, Victor assumes that this is the night that the monster will kill him. But instead, the monsters the monster murders Elizabeth. When Victor's father hears what has happened, he dies brokenhearted. Victor has a mental breakdown. When he recovers, he tells a magistrate what happened, but no action is taken. Victor accepts that he must deal with the problem himself and set out in pursuit of the monster. He chases it right across Europe and eventually finds himself in the Arctic where Walton discovers him on the ice. Walton once again continues the narration in the letter to his sister. He tells her how Victor eventually dies from a combination of execution and exposure to the cold, and how he finds the monster in Victor's cabin full of sorrow for the death and destruction he caused. Telling Walton of the misery it has suffered, the monster leaps back into the ice and disappears into the Arctic night, apparently intent on killing itself.